Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Josh. I work at Summer Sound Systems in Panama City, Florida. I started off as an intern there in high school in 2009, and that's where I've worked since. As far as car audio goes, I got out of the industry for a couple years, but I came right back to it because I love it and it's great. Collectively, I've been doing it for about 7, off and on. Consecutively, I'm on my 4th year back now, so I worked there for about 3 years before I got out for a couple years, and then been back for the last 4. So installation specialty would fall into OEM integration. It's what I enjoy doing the most. I feel like I'm the best at it. I do a little bit of fab work here and there. I'm not the greatest at it. I just know what I've picked up on hands-on experience, plus watching some different YouTube channels and things like that, what I picked up from different groups on Facebook and stuff. So OEM integration is kind of my sweet spot. That's what I know the best of. Other installation professionals who have had an influence on me, borderline stalker mode, but social media is huge for me. I don't get out a whole lot, so I just know the people that I've seen post stuff and been like, oh wow, that looks really good. So Matt Schaefer, Tom Miller, I love watching their stuff come out whenever they post pictures or videos. That always definitely makes me want to be like, I can do that. I want to do that, so I try to do it. Other people would definitely have to be the shop owner, Bill Summers. He took me in as an 18-year-old turd who didn't know anything about it and put my nose in a book, said, read this, study that, learn that. Taught me a lot and really got the ball rolling for me on that. So I definitely got to give credit to him for that aspect of things. Only other person that really comes to mind would be like Chris Labonte. Anytime I'm kind of stuck on like an alarm situation, I always bug him. Send him a little message. What's up, Canada man? And he's always helped me out whenever I've needed it if I'm in a pinch. So definitely got to throw that name out there as well. Coworkers describe me hopefully as a pretty positive guy, easy to come to if they have questions or if they need to learn something or if they need a hand. I'm a really sarcastic person. Sometimes a little too sarcastic, but never in bad taste. Everything's got a right time, so I try to make sure that any jokes or sarcasm or any of that, it's all in good context and nothing's outside of the realm of where it should be. Biggest challenge that I've had to overcome in the past year would absolutely have to be this fun little rainstorm that we got on October 10th. It hit Panama City and just completely rammed us, destroyed houses everywhere, took every tree that was standing down, power lines down, the whole 9 yards. We were without power or water, no cell service. That was crazy. I think I've never been more famous in my life than I was for that. It was a really nice feeling. A lot of people in various different 12-volt groups, the first few posts were funny because, it was like, hey guys, hey Josh, did you survive that thing? And then, I saw a few posts later than that, like, wait, no, seriously guys, has anybody heard from Josh? No, we didn't have internet or cell service or anything, so I couldn't get calls out or touch base with anybody or check in on them or anything. So the shop took a really big hit from it. Took the ceiling off, blew our garage door in, busted out the windows, ripped the bay apart. So we're still on the comeback from that. Unfortunately, things are really slow moving with the process of getting back on our feet. So we're not 100%, but I'd like to say we're a strong 80. I'm not doing installs in the parking lot anymore since we got a garage door, so that's pretty great. I consider that a positive win. But that was definitely a huge challenge that we had to come over. It kind of knocked us on our butts. But we got back, and we're just as good as we have been, if not better. We're like a month and a half out as far as our scheduling goes right now, so silver linings, right? As far as what I want customers to remember about the installation aspect of my service, it would definitely have to be the effort that goes into it. I want every customer to really see, understand, and hopefully appreciate how much work went into the job that was done, you know. And we like to make sure that everything rolls out, you know, with a very high level or high quality work. And we like to make sure that, you know, there's nothing for a customer to be worried about or to concerned about, you know, wires drooping or, you know, installs where things aren't properly loomed or insulated, or, you know, I use test tape on almost all my installs, wire ferrules. I don't like things coming loose, coming out, or coming back for the biggest part. So kind of a generic answer, but yeah, you know, that would really be a great installation aspect for them to remember from me. As far as why I should be part of the top 50, I know my place. I'm not installer of the year material, but I'm definitely, in my mind, good enough to hang with the big dogs a little bit. You know, I put a lot of effort into what I do, and, you know, my nights are usually spent on YouTube channels or Facebook groups, like studying, researching, figuring out how things work, and, you know, I put a lot of myself into it. So you know, I think there's a lot of people that do that, and I think a lot of those people are top 50 material too, but I think that's one of the big things that kind of, in my mind, would put me up in that ranking, is just how much of myself I put into what we do. As far as my performances influencing team and store culture, I would like to think it's in a positive manner. You know, I mean, we're a small shop. When we're fully staffed, we're running like 4 people, so it's really important to make sure that we all have a good influence on each other. You know, one person's in a bad mood and the whole day falls apart, or one person's not pulling their own weight and then everybody's struggling. You know, my boss always likes to say we're a chain, and you know, I believe it. You know, I mean, you're only as strong as your weakest link, so I think it's important for all of us to be a good influence on each other, and I'd like to think that I do a good job about maintaining that on my end. As far as that goes, I think that pretty much sums it up. I'm getting back from being super sick, so the nasally weird whining sound that you're getting, that's from that. My voice is not a high voice, but it's not a deep voice, but it's not a nasally voice, so please forgive me for that. And I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Take care. Later. Alright guys, this is my video walkthrough of my workspace / install bay. This is our back little test bench area. We got a power supply, radio, speaker, everything we need to do that / battery charging stations up there. This is our prep bench / really the most used work area, where we put all of our stuff when we're getting ready to install it. Laptop for testing, tuning, flashing, whatever I need to do for those guys. This is our actual bay area. We've got a couple cars that are in here for a little while. The Bronco will be here for a bit. That's a project that we're working on. Do have some mounting, balancing machines back over here in the corner. Wire rack. We keep all of our kits on the walls. Tons of those that we keep in stock. All of our wiring harnesses we stock as well. This is my tuning cart. It's nothing crazy, but you know, we do have the audio control RTA. I got a little Amazon special O-scope that actually has worked great for me. Tuning CDs and stuff in there as well. This is a random cable drawer for flashing. You know, I got a lightning and Android cable as well. Love having that mobile, bringing it to cars. That's kind of a new thing that I picked up from everybody else's videos last year. I saw people doing that, was pretty nice. And then here is my pride and joy, my super crazy top of the line Craftsman toolbox. She served me well. I like her. Just upgraded the casters down here on the bottom. You want to get a good look at those bad boys. The bottom was falling out, but it's been restored with a new piece of wood. Thought about putting some spinners on it, but decided the regular casters would be fine. Got, you know, different random stuff that I keep in here, but you know, different types of connectors, picks, center punch. One of my favorite things is my little wire ferrule bend that I keep. Love those guys. They're amazing. Just random tools, Harbor Freight specials on the screwdrivers, and some, you know, good old 4140. It's my favorite. You know, different meters. I got a Fluke, and then I got a good old $20 at Lowe's, Home Depot, I don't know, Tessa, gaffing tape. You know, different cutters, pliers. It's my ferrule crimpers. Let's see. I got a few different drills. You know, this little guy's pretty awesome. I love him. Some different bits. Keep it there. There's all my sockets and stuff. Just again, Harbor Freight special right there. random drawer that I haven't filled with anything yet. And this is kind of just the trash drawer. Everyone's got one, so that's mine. But yeah, this is our workspace area. Those tubes are so we can put them on the exhausts and then roll them out from under the door whenever we're tuning and we want to crank the car but not let all the air conditioned out, because we got a nice air conditioned bay. Everybody always asks why they're there, so I figured I'd tell you. Yeah, so this is our work area. This is where I spend the majority of my life.